Medicine is interesting. If you have a cold, there's two kind of medicines you can take. You can take cherry flavored Robitussin, or you can take Buckley's. Okay, and if you've ever had Buckley's, you would think that Buckley's was poison. You would think you took a shot of poison. It's so horrid, but you feel better tomorrow. Cherry flavored Robitussin might take you 3 days. So I could give it to you in cherry flavored Robitussin, but if I give it to you in Buckley's, you'd be fine right after. You'd be fine right now. You'll start to feel better because you know that here it is in your face. But if I give it to you with a little cherry in it, then you're like, okay, and then you can feel better, but you really won't get better. It'll just taste better.
Could've took you to paradise, foreign trips to live very nice. Would've took you to Ocean Springs, could've bought you all kinds of things. But the world is over now, might as well come over now. Might as well let me love you now. When nature calls and the siren sound, the problem is you gon' like it. I can read your mind, I know all your secrets. They ain't tell you I'm a psychic. Say we need to make love, baby, we ain't died yet. Remember you was too busy running around, but the city's locked down. Tickets mad cheap and I booked a flight and I'm back in town. See, the world is over now, might as well come over now. Might as well let me love you now. When nature calls and the siren sound, the problem is you will like it. I can read your mind, I know all your secrets. They ain't tell you I'm a psychic. See, we need to make love, baby, we ain't died yet. We ain't died yet. So we need to make love,
Don't believe the box that they put you in. But life is so short that you can't waste even a day subscribing to what someone thinks you can do versus knowing what you can do. And that's like the switch. It's like the switch in your head. If you can get to a place where you can act on that in the next hour after we're done speaking, I guarantee you it's a domino effect.
If Jesus was on the cross, you would probably nail him. If he wept holy water, you would probably sell it. If he confided sacred teachings, you would probably tell it. Bunch of bullshit is I ain't mad, but I just smell it. Went well to the max, so unfortunate. Body well toned, looking like porcelain. She chose up, I ain't forced her hand, but we slide us like Santa Claus again. Paid the cost to be the boss and the cost to jam. Opportunity was lost, but I caught him again. It's a spiritual war and I'm fighting to win. Nah, like to pretend I speak on pretense. Lying be friend. I came to preach the truth to the youth, I'm tying it in. If you ride and get in, we sliding again. Man, we sliding again. Man, we sliding again. Man, we sliding again. We used to roll around with nowhere to go, like, hey man, where's the holes? But now it ain't a drill no more. We can't grow, depending on our youth, and we still undeveloped. Walk around blind, nobody tell us. If Jesus was on the cross, you would probably nail him. If he wept holy water, you would probably sell it. If he confided sacred teachers, you would probably tell it. Bunch of bullshit is I ain't mad, but I just smell it. Instead of getting even, man, I'm compelling. And we sliding again. We slide 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 again.
They ain't rooting for me, they ain't clapping Your favorite mystic. You are traveling with the Hollywood Mystic. Time to tap in now. Your favorite astrologer's favorite astrologer. You are now tapped in with the Hollywood Mystic.
Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. I'm trying to see what this big black bar is. Pause. What's going on with y'all? Hope everything is copacetic. Oh, it's me. It is I, the big black bar. So it is I, the big black bar. We starting this video off great. But we will be trying to, deliver some engaging, exciting content. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do all of this cool stuff while I try to set up my screen. There we go. And I don't know what this big black thing is. I keep saying big black, and I'm probably turning some of the ladies on. But I actually don't even mean to be doing all of that. Let's get this big black bar out the way, and let's just not say anything more pause-worthy information. Before we get into the conversation, let's just say this. Let me move this out the way, like so. Ooh, that bar is just, it is barring. Give me a second, fam, because this is going to get on my nerves. Stretch the screen. Y'all about to see me do some stuff in real time, because I need to do it. Gotta get this black bar up out the way. This is a live broadcast. That's why you gotta donate to the channel. Maybe I would have a technical designer or something. People would donate to the channel, so I wouldn't be having to do all this stuff on the fly and things of that nature. So, I got the bar out the way. Some of y'all, it's Saturday. Is this considered July 4th weekend? I think it is. Some of y'all probably going to the bar. Some of y'all probably going to the bar. Now, if y'all don't want to hear my beautiful, sexy voice, if your mama don't want to hear my beautiful, sexy voice, then you could go to Substack, which is the first link. Read this article without any sound effects. I might get sidetracked. I might start talking about side pussy, side hoes, riding in one of those side cars, things of that nature, and you don't want to hear me go on to any tangents, things of that nature. Click the link in the description. First link, $5 a month. You can read this article. In this video, which will probably be an hour to 2 hours long, I'm gonna actually go through the article, right? But the only people who get access to the article is people who enjoy my personality or those who are willing to pay $5. For me, I view it as like a win-win. You feel me? I like for people to keep up with my shenanigans and things of that nature. But at the same time, I would love that $5 a month. You'll be supporting my channel, supporting my content. I am an author, by the way, right? Google my name, Kyrie Anthony. I kind of started this channel to promote my authorship works. I've been doing a good job with that. Always, it has never been a month since you niggas have seen me where books haven't been sold, right? So I just really appreciate y'all for supporting, keeping the lights on, things of that nature. My kids wake up thinking about food, go to sleep thinking about food, and so a little $5 here, a little $5 there, let me know that you care, because I'm a poet. Didn't even know that. Give myself a round of applause, cause damn. That brother is spitting. You understand me? And yeah, man, I just happy to be here. Happy to talk about this energy, this information. Shout out to the Bucks that haven't been broken. Shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shout out to all my high testosterone, Shango type energies. Shout out to the ladies that love Cool J. And you know, man, we just about to have a good time, man. One's in the chat if you've been feeling this full moon energy. Let me know. I'm gonna read some of these comments. How has the energy been for you? Like, what have you been experiencing during this weekend? You know, me personally, I've been in a lot of situations like this. Have you been getting your little freaky deek on as of late? Have you met a little play toy, boy toy? You know what I'm saying? What has the energy been like for y'all this weekend? Are y'all turning up? Are y'all working hard, doing double shifts, right? Are you a freak gripping double dicks? I mean, let me know how the energy is for y'all. Okay. So, yeah. Link in the description if y'all want to get straight into the article. But before I start talking about the article, I want to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart. This energy has been a little chaotic, not sure if I'm coming or going. Aggressive. Man, I've been living a Zane novel, man. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, man. I've been living a Zane. I be feeling like I'm Jesus or something like that. Like I must have did a lot of good in the world, and now the threesomes is just next level. Cause I'm tapping into my Shango. I'm like, no, you do this. You go over here. You do a backflip. You do a tricycle. You know, I'm in control of this. Tapping into my Shango energy. I've been feeling like I can think and see myself outside of my current state of mind. And now I'm about to start microdosing. Listen. Once you start microdosing, listen, they start coming into contact with you. So we're going to talk about two things before we get into this conversation. We're going to talk about microdosing and macrodosing, okay? Macrodosing for spiritual adepts, people who want to get deeper into the spiritual side of themselves, right? So if you feel like you about to be just sitting in your room like Brandy, and you're going to pop some shrooms, and you're going to exit out of your body, right? And Venus is going to be sitting there like, it don't work like that, my guy. You got to actually get some drumming in the background. Might need to be outside. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to do rituals by yourself, but that's the same way as having sex by yourself. Let me know in the chat. Would you rather have sex by yourself or you want to have sex with somebody else? Let me know. Sex with somebody else or sex by yourself? What type of energy is y'all on? It's my solar return, and it's been like I've been in a Lifetime movie. Hey, listen. I've been in a pornographic movie, my friend. I'm about to trip tonight, coming back to myself. Yeah, man, I am. See, I was once a pimp, turned into a simp. Now I'm back to a pimp. Hallelujah. But yeah, man, it's just been very interesting. This type of time, this type of energy. Whereas, like, I've been able to tap into a deeper level of my consciousness. Do y'all want to have sex with somebody else or you want to have sex by yourself? I'm trying to figure this out. Cause Let me know how the hell y'all gonna actually do this. Do y'all really want to have sex by yourself, or do you want to have sex with someone else? Like, in the heart of your hearts, don't imagine yourself to never have sex before. Did it work out, or did you ever aspire to want to have sex by yourself? Did you walk out the crib thinking, I can't wait to get home to cut on this porn and jack off tonight? Right? Or did you think just maybe, Jenna Jameson will come out the clouds and say,
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
right? And when the nigga asks y'all questions, man, do not say both. Right? You can't take left turns and right turns at the same time. You can't go up and down at the same time. At a certain point, you're going to have to make a decision. And if you ain't going to make a decision in your spiritual life, you're going to have a problem. So I'm saying all of this to say, doing spirituality by yourself is I ain't going to say it's a complete waste of time, but having sex by yourself is a complete waste of time if you understand how nature works, where sex is designed for you to create life and things of that nature. Well, in the realms of manifestation, right, it's like you got to really stop projecting, bro. You really got to stop projecting. It's like real serious. You can't be out here in the world thinking that don't nobody like you, don't nobody know you, don't nobody fuck with you, when all of these particular energies be how you feel about yourself. You don't fuck with yourself. You don't know yourself. You don't love yourself. And this is what you give off. When we not able to fully see it, we isolate. But like, sex by yourself is masturbation. Spirituality by yourself is spiritual masturbation. And in order to get into the depths of spiritual practice, you got to get into some depths of honesty. You start microdosing with a person, or even if you say like, all right, we're going to do the ceremony together. Make sure you got somebody that you really honest with, because I'm telling you, when you in the space of like, this is why I say you need to be with somebody that you honest with. Because like, say for instance, you in this space of consciousness and spirit give you a message like, sit on my face right now, right? And you say that, and if it's somebody not in line with you, they be like, I ain't about to sit on your face. What the fuck you think this is? You all balding, you know what I'm saying? Receding hairline, Lee Jean wearing, New Balance shoe wearing boy. Like, ain't nobody about to sit on your face. I don't like you. Never liked you. Keep it real, you ugly as hell. Never has it been a day where I thought, hey, I want to sit on this nigga's face. So you telling me to sit on your face? Oh, hell no. Like, I'm not, like, I cannot believe. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could be kind of confused about speaking your truth. Because if you was in alignment and you was to speak your truth and you was to say, sit on my face, then the girl would just sit on your face. Because you just in alignment and you like, damn, this is easy. But two things can happen. You could, one, say, you ain't never told her to sit on your face. That's one. That's the main thing. And the second thing, you told her to sit on your face, but it was the wrong person to tell to sit on your face. Okay? And so because you don't understand the particular energy of Shango, Mars conjunct Lilith, conjunct Venus, like, you might be in a whole type situation, right? Because say for real, in your heart of hearts, you want to have a threesome, right? You want to have a threesome. And you don't want no lame ass threesome either. You want a full participatory threesome, right? You want to get it in. And your girl just looking at you like you crazy. Or your husband looking at you like you crazy. And I'm going to tell you this. If you get pissed off about it, you're supposed to have it. If somebody say, oh, no, you don't supposed to be having no threesome, and you be like, yeah, you right, then maybe they right. But if you be huffing and puffing, mad, throwing elbows like Ludacris in them, and if you ain't with the person that's going like, okay, I'm an active participant, you could be wasting your whole life. And that is some crazy ass shit, bro. That is some crazy ass shit, sis. Like, gotta be honest with people. So, once again, doing shrooms by yourself, perfectly fine, perfectly cool. But What are you doing by yourself? Like, why do we think that? This is the energy, man. This is the moon and Sagittarius energy, man. It's like, damn, people is just really, really kind of confused about this shit. Like, really trying to figure it out by themselves. And not even understanding that we got opportunities to really do some shadow work and really get into the mix of like connecting with others, right? But let me get into some get-intos. Like I said, oh, that's not what I want to get rid of. I want to get this over here. Get the chat box to the side. Let me push the chat box to the side like that boy do your pennies. Y'all be telling that boy, push the pennies to the side. Why do y'all like that? Like, why do y'all like keep y'all pennies on while y'all having sex? Just push them to the side. Like I had to do this goddamn chat box. Anyways, man, y'all know me. I just be having fun, be having a good time, you know. I feel like the spirits is always laughing, joking, having a good time. So when I see spiritual people get on here, get all serious, talk about climate change, air quality, you know, all of that type of shit, I know they in the realms of physical human consciousness, because from the realms of spirit, man, this shit is over with. This shit is just a big, you know, game. And a lot of this shit, bro, I'm gonna get into this, man. A lot of the people in your life is non-playable characters. A lot of people in your life do not have a soul, and the only thing important about them is that you pay attention to them. Man, do y'all pay attention to people more than y'all pay attention to yourself? One's in the chat. Because if you do pay attention to anybody more than you pay attention to yourself, minus like a little child, right? Or maybe even a dying relative that you really care about for a small moment in time till they transition, but you just trying to do your due diligence and your hospitable service. But other than that, you got to prioritize your needs within the confines, within the understanding of a relationship. So I'm thinking about this full moon in Sagittarius in a way where it's like a lot of good things are happening for me, and it's based upon a lot of the habits that I've created for a long time, like talking about this stuff for a long time. But at the same time, I see other people kind of like just acting like this shit is just like a game for real, and not even understanding that they have a soul. So then they just kind of caught up in non-playable characters, giving people more energy than they give themselves, their spiritual development. So when it comes to full moons in Sagittarius, these times really hit the hardest. Like, y'all ever been like the type of person who wanted to go out and go to the party, but it's Friday and you don't got no money, and your homeboys call you like, hey man, you trying to go out? And you like, no, I can't do it. I don't even got no money. That ever happened to y'all? This like full moon in Sagittarius, the ancestors like, hey man, you trying to come on the mothership? We got George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, Eddie Hazel, goddamn Sly and the Family Stone. These motherfuckers is jamming. We got John Coltrane and goddamn Roland Kirk. They playing. It's crazy up in here. Got Fats Domino, man. Niggas is going crazy. Marvin Gaye, Tupac, they doing a remix album up in this bitch, bro. You coming? No, man, I ain't been meditating. I ain't been doing the things that I've been supposed to do out here in these streets. I've been paying attention to hood rat hoes more than my spiritual development. Man, I don't even got an ancestor altar up. But I'll be liking posts when they talk about the ancestors. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to pass on it this year, man. I ain't gonna be able to go to the mothership with y'all. I'm gonna just stay down here and go to work. So this is kind of what it's like. Full moon in Sagittarius is a party. Now, can you party by yourself is the question. One in the chat if you can party by yourself. Some of y'all might say yes, but y'all weird for partying by yourself. The true definition of a party is other people. The true definition of a collective is other people. If collectives exist, why are you the exception to the rule to be outside of collectives? If you find yourself outside of a collective, it's not the collective's fault. It is your fault. So, man, I wish we could just rewind. I wish we had a time machine. We could go back 6 months and we can get into some damn shadow work. But since people don't want to actually do that, we just gonna have to like fast track it. And I'm gonna pray that you've been meditating. I'm gonna pray that you got an ancestor altar. I'm gonna pray that you've been doing the spiritual work, the ritualistic work, going out into nature, things of that, so you can actually raise your energy outside of your lower self, because your lower self is always going to tell you, hey man, we got a problem. Hey man, it's something bad happening. Yeah, you heard about the submarine? Hey man, you heard about the smog? You heard about them rioting in France? You heard about Zion Williamson? He got a baby mama. You heard about NBA players? Ain't nobody watching that shit. This LeBron James last year. Once LeBron James retired, the whole NBA gonna retire. What we gonna do? Do you even watch sports? I mean, what the fuck you watching sports for? You ain't even got $500 in the bank. So it's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world. And I'm just like, yo, do your spiritual work. Do not get sidetracked, right? And like I said earlier, if you want to get into this full article, please do so by hitting the first link in the description. $55 for the whole year. You ain't never got to worry about nothing for the whole year. You could just goddamn kick your feet up, right? It's like a all backstage pass on the mothership. We give you all sidereal astrology breakdowns. With this article, which I think I'm gonna do more of, I've been doing more of like a picture text style, but then I was looking on Substack, and I'm really like the only person that really put out information that way. Most of it is like information, just like text, and then like links. So that's what I did with this article. So you will get an abundance of links, things that I studied to come up with my overall understanding of the information, right? Because it's not like I'm pulling this shit up from the sky, right? You need to do research and understand this stuff for yourself, because in reference to a full moon in Sagittarius, it could affect you in a different house than it affects me, right? Sagittarius, to me, that is if Libra is my first house, Scorpio is my second house, Sagittarius is my third house, my house of communication. So this is why I'm coming with the vocals today, bro. I'm coming with the vocals. Oh my God. Like I gotta let my, my soul glow. You feel me? I gotta get that sound effect next. Just let your soul glow. Right? So what are we talking about? We're talking about the full moon, man, that takes place July 3rd. What is a full moon? A full moon is when the sun is 180 degrees away from the moon. What is the moon? The moon is connected to your side. The moon is connected to masculine and feminine energies. Through the masculine, through sperm, and through the feminine, through the ovaries, right? And we all have a particular part in this game called life, because we weren't born out of a test tube. If you ever to perceive this message, you was born out of a masculine and a feminine energy. So that masculine and feminine energy is encapsulated within the moon, okay? The moon is intrinsically human. When the sun is 180 degrees away from it, the human part of you, which is masculine and feminine, you wasn't born masculine, you wasn't born from masculine, nor were you born from feminine. You was born from masculine and feminine. You are a whole being. So the issue with the moon, the issue with this energy of what I'm coming to understand is a problem. It's like a anima psychosis, where a large percentage of the people are off balance gender-wise. A woman thinks she's just a woman, and a man just thinks they're a man, and they never seek to synthesize this particular energy. If you, for some reason, are a guru, a sensei, a spiritual master, in tune with everything, then maybe this message ain't for you. But for those of us who can fall off the path from time to time, this message can really help you, because in studying the astrology, in studying the chart, it's not about consistently being the best version of yourself. It's really about letting go of the old self, which naturally brings upon a process of evolution. So in our lower self, we imagine that we must climb up this mountain and work hard to climb, exude all of this force, let everybody know we climbed the mountain, and this is how we view success. So a lot of us are either working hard or hardly working, things of that nature, right? And and so with that being said, we don't understand Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius is a break from the norm, right? Sagittarius is a different type of energy. It's a more magical, angelic type of energy. And mainly because Sagittarius sits on the precipice of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way is a consolidation of all things celestial and spiritual. So Sagittarius have like a specific head start. And this energy is extremely powerful for those who are wishing to understand the spiritual journey in truth. And one of the symbols that kind of elucidate this truth is found in the buck or the deer and the antlers, because one, you might see the antlers as just antlers, but then it's completely Sagittarian in nature. What actually is a Chiron, or what actually is one of these beings, these mythical beings that are half horse, half human? Well, it could represent this being that we've never seen before, or Sagittarius could represent a being that we see all the time, which would be a moose, an elk, or a deer. And these particular animals, they shed their antlers. It's not a yearly process. Over the course of 4 to 5 years, they'll grow these massive antlers, and then they'll just shed them, right? And then the antlers grow back stronger and better than ever. Okay? And I want to know if y'all following me. The spiritual message in this is that to become your best and greatest self is to just release your old self. Release the old antlers. Release the old blockages. Just let that old person go, right? It's not about working hard. It's not about doing your W-2s correctly. It's not about making sure you network, and all of these things are great. But at a certain point, if you ain't shit, and you know you ain't shit, and you want to become a better person, the first thing to do, it's not wise to be an ain't shit person and start networking. Because now everybody just know you as that ain't shit person that just always be networking with people. Now everybody know you as the person that smell like a little bit of doo-doo when you walk past. Because you don't really wipe your ass the way you supposed to. Because you got a BBL from Colombia, and now your butt is like 72 inches wide. And you thought it was going to attract the niggas, and it did, but it made it really hard for you to wash your ass. So here we are in 2023, right? And we just trying to get into the understandings of a full moon, right? And so the most amazing thing you can do spiritually is release the old. What I've rarely seen out of this species of motherfuckers, right? This new breed of motherfuckers that's out here. One's in the chat if it's a new breed of people out here in these streets. I've been on nature walks, chlorophyll, and stem and stack. Hey, y'all life, welcome to my life, bro. Welcome to my life. To know when to party alone and with others is a good Sag. I'll stick with one. Hey, partying by yourself is just being by yourself. So you could definitely party by yourself, but you would never go to a party where it's like, who all gonna be there? Just me. Hey, I'm inviting you to a party. You passing out flyers. Who all coming? It's just gonna be me there. Not considered a party. The definition of a party is people. Now, who are you in the midst of these people is the major key. And we can't avoid that. We can't run from that. Peace to everybody joining the chat. Much love to y'all. Much love to y'all. So, the symbolism of the full buck moon is teaching us how to become our most divine way in reference to the space and time which have been recorded by the ancestors for years and years and years before any of our black or white or cream asses have ever entered into this planet. So what do we fucking know? All we can do is study the information and the knowledge and be like, okay, why is it called the buck moon? And what does this have to do with Sagittarius? Right? And it's about really learning how to release old patterns, really releasing the things that no longer serve us. And the moment that we make that true decision, the moment that we trust in the spiritual life, the moment that we trust in God, the moment that we are divine feminine, begin to see the divine masculine within ourselves. You got to really work hard to see God within yourself. Because I tell people this every single day. You got to put God into your life. You got to let him start leading the way. Right? To the fellas, you got to work with the goddess. You got to see the goddess within. Your ideal woman is your goddess. Your ideal man is your God. It's not your husband or your wife. So when you have full moon energy, I mean, I've been on this kind of wave, kind of just trying to elucidate this and kind of trying to speak to this, right, through the hood in the mornings and things like that. But at the end of the day, people are going to do what they're going to do. But I'm saying it to say, like, on the other side of this energy that you're afraid to face and deal with is so much ecstasy and bliss. It's so much passion. It's so much amazing, powerful energy. And a lot of it, though, because if we're going to keep it a buck, no pun intended, the horns growing at their precipice, like the deer horns, that's when their testosterone is at its height. Now, during the winter, when the antlers fall off, you know the reason that they fall off is because the testosterone is low. So as divine masculines, we gotta monitor our testosterone levels. Like your testosterone come before a lot of shit, because if for some reason your testosterone go out the window, right, maybe for your wife, and she love you because of your testosterone, if you don't got it, it's going to be hard for her to even process you or handle you, because you can't even process or handle yourself. Like, the intuition of what it means to be a man is found in this particular energy. So hopefully you are, like, you can be crying about some shit. Like, I can go on and on and on about this, and I will. July 7th, we're going to have the shadow work course, donations only. But with this being said, I can go on and on and on and on and on about how a person, if you're crying over your girl, you're missing your girl did this, your girl did that, I can just tell you every single time it's about you. Because if you was handling your business like you were supposed to be handling your business, she would be acting a completely different way. But when you off your center, when you off your purpose, when your testosterone levels is low, she gonna treat you like shit. And because she's treating you like shit, you gonna actually think it's something wrong with her. And you gonna be right. She scratched your tires, she broke out your window, she did all of this stuff. And at none of those points were you exuding your true masculine energy by understanding the goddess within. So much powerful things have been happening since I've been working with the goddess within, bro. Sis, fam. So much, right? So once again, I'm talking about, I take pine pollen and bee pollen and fenugreek for testosterone. All right. Get that pine pollen and bee pollen. Ain't no man out here wishing that they didn't have testosterone. Period, point blank. And when you get my age, 38, your body not going to be producing it like it used to produce it. So you better be proactive with the shit, right? So once again, we talking about Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius energy is about becoming the best version of yourself. It's an immediate transformation. And in studying when you study it, when you click the links in the article, when you get into the science of the buck moon, and I done watched some YouTube videos. Like, what is this about? Like, then read a couple of articles. Like, what is this about? Okay. Every time that the antlers fall away, some new antlers grow back stronger and better than ever. Why is the ancestors telling us this message? Why is this message reverberating through lifetime and lifetime and lifetime? Because there's a real clear message in this moon. You can't fall off. You thought you fell off, right? You thought you fell off. But one's in the chat if you coming back stronger and better than ever. One's in the chat if you coming back stronger and better than ever. You thought you fell off, didn't you? You thought you wasn't going to never have that threesome. You thought you never was going to take that trip. You thought you wasn't going to never get that job, never get that degree, never get that house. Look at you now. Look at me now. You getting paper. You getting paper, fam. Like, come on. You never thought you was going to be getting your salad tossed. Look at you now. You never, like, it's a lot of shit you never thought. You never thought a man was going to love you. This man tell you he love you every night, every morning, every afternoon. Look at you now. You getting paper, right? Look at you now. All of this shit you was afraid was never going to happen to you. And it's happening for you. But let me riddle me this, Batman. That wig wearer that you used to be. That wig wearer is no longer. I know some of y'all was wearing wigs in 2019. Now y'all got the locks. I know some of y'all wasn't taking walks in the park. Now y'all shooting videos in the nature. You just ain't got to lie to me. And you ain't got to lie to kick it. I know how you get down. You done completely got rid of that old version of yourself. That late night creep version of yourself. That Tinder dick version of yourself is gone out the window. And now look at you. You getting paper. I'm so proud of y'all. Like, y'all literally put the dick down, picked up some books, bettered y'all life. Getting into this Sagittarius energy, man. Look at you. I can't believe your no credit having ass got a credit card. Look at you. Is them car keys? Is that bus driving Billy? And a goddamn charger? Boy, we used to clown your ass every single day. Look at you, pulling up. Can I get a ride, bus driving Billy? Talking about I'm from New York. We don't need to drive. Nigga, this Ohio. We drive out here. We don't take the bus. Right? This is not New York City, my guy. Bus driving Billy done got him a car. Look at him now. He getting paper. Right? Shout out to y'all for getting paper. It was hard, you know. A lot of y'all, we was reflecting on our broke days and things of that nature. My broke days was hard, man. My broke days was really hard. I cringe moment, right? But anyways, we here today. Look at us now. We getting paper. So we gonna look at the Sabian symbols of this full moon. We gonna look at the sun in Gemini and the moon in Sagittarius, and let me show you exactly what I mean. That sea green got me a little horny. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm sorry, ladies, fellas, close your ears. Sea green do something to my spirit. I don't even know why. You know, I love sea green so much. I didn't even realize that it was just like the background of my little Google Chrome. I got sea green everywhere. That's probably why I'm horny all the time. I need to get off the computer, get off of Google Chrome, or at least change the color scheme. Maybe I'll stop being horny. Maybe I'll stop going into the bedroom and hearing this. Like every single time I get in the bedroom, it's just... And it's like, I've been edging lately, you feel me? I've been on the edge lately. I just be wanting to hold it a little bit. Just want to feel like I'm me a little bit, Every time I come into the bedroom, it's like... And it's like, man, give Richard a break, you feel me? Richard is tired, Richard is tired. So we're going to talk about these Sabian symbols. The Sabian symbols, the number that we're going to be addressing is the number 17, right? 17, that's my number, right? Kyrie, Hassan, Anthony. Kyrie is 5 numbers. Hassan is 5 numbers. Anthony, that's 7 numbers. So I've always resonated with 17. I just now realized that the Sabian symbol was on 17. So I'm going to just run through these real quick. This is a real good way to understand astrology. When you study astrology, the first thing you got to understand is that the work is already done. People have been studying astrology for 500 years, right? And so all you got to do is do your research, your due diligence, take notes, understand what you're reading, stop making shit up. And as long as you don't make shit up, because astrology is a science. So and there's a lot of people who just talk about it, don't know what they're talking about. So that's where you get into a lot of trouble. So it's not so much spiritual than it is technical. And this is where a good astrologer versus a bad astrologer is one with. A bad astrologer is somebody that just don't understand. And a good astrologer is somebody who have a lot of knowledge. Now, that could be kind of skewed a little bit versus if they don't have good communication skills. But you will learn to for a good percentage of us, learn to be good communicators through the trial and error. So with all of this being said, we can just reference the Sabian symbols to get a better understanding of what's happening in the chart. So the sun is in Sidereal Gemini at 17 degrees during the full moon. And this is about transformation. And what transformation is taking place? It's a mental transformation because Gemini is an air sign. So when you think about mental, it's very important because thoughts go straight to emotions. Like it's instantaneous. Like, ooh, I want some dick. Ooh, I'm sad that I don't got no dick, right? Ooh, I want some pussy. Now I'm sad that I don't got no pussy. And then a person is just sad, right? What you sad for? I'm sad that I don't got no pussy. I'm sad that I don't have no sex. Well, why are you thinking about it? I don't know. I seen something on Twitter, right? And who knew that Twitter could have so much smut on it?
Oh my God!
I'm not telling y'all to go to Twitter to look for porn, but just in case you was looking for porn, go to Twitter. Give me a second. Do a little checking. So, and then you got to also think the sun is in Gemini. Gemini is a mutable sign. So when you, mutable. When you think about mutable, these signs is more or less of like trying to synthesize something, trying to bring energy into a different form. So Gemini and Sagittarius is doing that at the same time. The only thing that I would say to a person during this time is that if you doing the same old shit that you just been doing this whole entire time, shame on you. Like, did you not switch it up yet? You like going to just keep doing the same shit you've been doing, not going to switch it up not one bit. The way that you think, you're not even going to change the way that you think. You're not even going to change the way that you behave. You're just going to be wearing the same FUBU from 2002. The same goddamn baby fat jeans from 2003. You is not Kimura Lee. It's new fashion, new styles. We doing a little grungy look nowadays. We trying to do the little torn, worn look. You feel me? Throw the baby fat jeans away. The platinum FUBU Fat Albert, that shit not coming back. So if you will be like, well, this style is out of date, right? Why you keep doing the same behaviors? Your behaviors is out of style. Your behaviors is like wearing bell-bottom jeans. Your behaviors is like watching a VHS tape. Just shit that we just don't do. Some very old shit. So then it gets into the point, what does transformation look for you? What does spiritual maturity look for you? And for me, it's like, I feel myself just turning into a no-nonsense type of person. And when you look at the opposing energy, like I said, I'm going to go through this a little quicker. If you want to utilize this link, click the link in the description. Join the Substack for as little as $5 a month, $55 for the whole year. You can utilize these links and read longer, get into the energy. But anyways, the transformation is... And you got to be mature, though. You got to be mature enough to say, I shouldn't be isolating myself. You got to be mature enough to say that I need to figure out where my tribe is at. You need to be mature enough to say that it's my responsibility to find my tribe. And once I do find my tribe, then it's going to be easier for me to be accountable. Because since you don't have your tribe, you just feel like you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. And that's kind of playing against you. Because the things that you would do if somebody was looking right at you, you would not be waking up, not brushing your teeth if somebody was sitting right there with you. Right? You would not be walking around with a stinking ass like you was all day. Didn't even take off the bonnet all day. If you had a man that's like, damn, I love girls that wear natural hair, you wouldn't be like, damn, well, fuck you. You just gonna get this. You gonna get this what I'm giving you. You know, certain type of energy make you want to be a better person. And when you try to avoid that, you're not doing nobody no favors, right? You're not making the world a better place by isolating yourself and not being triggered, right? It's your work is in this particular Sabian symbol, which is an Easter service that draws a large crowd. Now, how you going to party by yourself is the question. Imagine this shit though. Niggas be like, yeah, I be partying because they got their goddamn ear pods in their ear. Nah, fuck all that. I want you to get goddamn chips, dip, the spread, drinks, finger foods, hors d'oeuvres, goddamn scallops wrapped in bacon. I want you to get all of that shit, right? Lay it out on silverware, trays and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Come in the house, right? And have the shit on timer so when you walk in the house, motherfuckers just say surprise, some shit that you just got off a movie or a sitcom and shit, right? And then you like, DJ, cut that shit on. You cut, hey Siri, play my DJ mix. You just start dancing by yourself. Talk about, yeah.
DJ Q's DJ mix on Spotify.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, Siri. Hey Siri, stop. Stop the music. Hey Siri.
There's nothing playing.
Okay, cool. You feel me?
Really? Cool.
Oh my God!
Motherfuckers be really kicking it with Siri thinking that they got a friend. No, you ain't got a friend to me, right? So this world, this society has really done a number on people to whereas we kind of more or less shift to isolation, and then we kind of like people say, hey, hop on the mothership with us, and we be like, nah man, we cool because I haven't been doing no spiritual work. Or you done the spiritual work and you ready to hop on this mothership, right? What is the mothership? The mothership is found in this nakshatra. This nakshatra is the Purva Asada. Now the Purva Asada, look at me looking all green and shit, all green. Oh my God. Purva Asada means the invincible one, right? So now the invincible one is your soul, okay? You gotta follow me. We grow up into a world where we are all human ego consciousness. And we are never taught about the soul. But the whole entire time we exist. And what does the soul look like? If you are a man, your soul looks like a woman. This is why most men skip out on religion and spirituality. Because when you ain't going into the church, the first thing you got to go into church, you got to hear, nah, you don't hear that. You hear God, God, God. But the women are in the church like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Because God is masculine. It's working for them. It's not working for us because our God got a BBL. Our God got some wet ass pussy. Our God got some motherfucking high heels on. Right? Our God is a certain type of energy that we don't actually like. Men couldn't even conceptualize what they soul actually look like because they think that their soul is masculine, but our soul is feminine. Your ideal mate is your soul. But you're not getting told this science. You just getting told who you are as a human being. And then all of a sudden we enter into Sagittarius. The mothership come down. George Clinton come down. That type of energy. Like, flashlight. Niggas is just wearing diapers and shit. Everybody can play instruments. Niggas can sing. You like, shit, let me join the band. Like, alright, come on, nigga, come sing. You just making up shit. They harmonizing with you. Just masterful spirituality. You like, damn, I'm just making shit up. They harmonizing with me. It's like, this is some funkadelic type shit. Like, yeah, this is how it is. Welcome. Like, how is we so in tune? How is we in sync? I never even met y'all before, but we family. Like, y'all want to give me a hug and shit? I don't even know y'all. I've been on the block for 10 years. I ain't never had a hug. Now y'all just trying to, oh yeah, you gonna have to let that block go. That block gone. You on the mothership now. Oh man, I can't bring Lil Half Dead with me. No, you can't bring Lil Half Dead. But my baby mama Sherang, she can't come with you. My nigga Jermaine, no. It's just, is you coming or not? Oh man, I can't let the hood go. Oh my God. Ooh, I got me a little girl. She give, you know what I'm saying? I got me a little baby, little sexy little thing over there. You know, that's my little baby mama, my little girlfriend. I can't come with you this time. I'll catch you next time, though. Next time, I'm going to be meditating. What? This happened around July every year. I got you next year. I'm going to start meditating as soon as you get off this live, hood. Because, damn, I missed it this time. So critical, man. So critical. I'm going to be on this wave for a very long time. It's so critical to understand what your soul specifically is. Your soul is not abstract. When you start to get into the science of your ideal masculine energy and talk about all of the things that this energy can do, you begin to start working with it and it start to bear witness, then you don't need nothing from your baby mama like you used to need stuff from her. Right? It's just like, it's just as such, like when you get into the perfection of wholeness and you get to see like, oh, this is what my life will look like. And it's not like a magic wand genie type of energy. It's like, these are the actions that you're going to need to take. And you also understand that these actions, Rome is not built overnight, but you're willing to take these actions you may or may not get it, but you're willing to take that actual journey, right? And this is kind of Sagittarius energy. Like, to pull an arrow, that's representing a vision of seeing something. That's like real life faith. You don't necessarily know that your next move is your best move, but you're going to shoot that arrow anyway. It has no bearings on who you were up until all of this energy. Like, nothing matters now. This is a rebirth. So I'm going to show y'all another thing. I don't know if it's on this particular, but it was actually in my book. Maybe it will be here. It's not. Oh yeah, it is. The celebration of rebirth is powerfully ritualized at Easter for Christian, and strongly underlines the spiritual aspect of this message that we do not die. The essence of who we are is above death. Y'all probably fear death more. Y'all probably fear the moment of dying, and then actually feel like when people die, that's your excuse to be sad and hold this negative energy about death, and then use death as a weapon towards people. Oh, I just feel like I'm gonna die. If you got into the essence of who you are, it doesn't even fucking die. It's all misinformation. It's all fake news. So it's like, who you are as a spiritual being is not who you are as an ignorant human. So why would you factor in the ways of which you feel about yourself as a human as a way to block yourself from true spiritual development? The hard part about this energy is actually realizing that you do have a soul, right? The hard part of this energy is to really recognize that God is within you and God is within the next person. And when you get into the God consciousness and you begin to speak through God, then a person is going to really fuck with you. Like, when you find God within yourself and you have a wife and you just tell your wife about your spiritual experience, she's going to do one or two things. She's either going to say, yo, I cannot fuck with you no more. You on this God tip. It's creeping me out. It's weird. You know what I mean? Yesterday you was smoking crack. Now today you talking about God. I'm cool. Or is she going to be like this?
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
Right? And so let's look at the tarot card of the full moon. The Nine of Wands, which encapsulates, you got to understand symbolism to understand this card. This is a full moon card, right? If you look at this, you will see the moon in Sagittarius, and you'll also see the sun in Gemini, but it's kind of like playing into that energy, right? Opposition. This straight line represents opposition, right? But then even deeper, you're into understanding what strength is. The title of this card is called Strength. So what is strength in a spiritual sense? It's when you are able to put your masculine energy and your feminine energy together. Many people think that the moon is feminine energy, but the more that you study, the more that you know, you will say that the moon is actually masculine, controlling the sperm, and the sun is actually feminine, which rules Tifereth, or beauty, a sight, right? And so when you put these energies together, your inner, your outer, your masculine, feminine, that is your strength. And none of this has anything to do with nobody else but you. That's the real kicker. And none of this has to do with anything in reference to your past or your future. If you are breathing now, you can begin to work with God. If you smoked crack yesterday, if you sucked some dick yesterday, if you got a train ran on you yesterday, it's okay. God's still with you. Nothing you can do can remove God's forgiveness. Absolutely nothing. So, and even deeper, you can get into some lower self representing the scrotum, into the heart representing Tifereth, and that energy, right? This representing Yesod, and this representing Tifereth, and this always being synchronized, right? You never really going to be excited about having sex with an ugly boy, right? When the boy look good, it feel better about giving him some pussy. One's in the chat. When they look attractive, you feel better about yourself after the pussy have been exchanged, right? When he looking crazy, looking ugly, and after the time you done gave him that good old pussy, and he out there snoring, farting, looking crazy, it don't feel too good that you done gave him some pussy. So in order to like get into this energy, you got to understand the synthesization of Yesod and Tifereth, the heart and the sexual organs, right? And this is spiritual strength. And I just want to show you why we come to this understanding, because this card, the Nine of Wands, rules the second decan of Sagittarius. And if we look at the chart, we'll see that the moon is in the second decan of Sagittarius. This decan is ruled by a card, right? And so it's not like we're being super deep spiritual. We're just studying a science. And so this is what I'm trying to show y'all. When people come across as like super spiritual, they don't need anything, they're just like so with it, they just got it all figured out, that's cap, right? It's just pure and utter cap, right? Because all of God's creation are equal. And the reality of our understanding between us and God and Goddess is that God and Goddess is not coming down here pointing the finger and pointing to who's greater and who's less than. The reality is that if we don't understand, then we just don't know. So the only thing that helps us buffer this world is our ignorance. We feel like if we don't know it, we don't need to know it. And another part of ignorance is I'm spiritual, so I don't even have to study. I don't need cards. I don't need astrology. I don't need meditation. I can just, go to the bathroom, shit in the toilet, and my ass wipe itself, right? My ass wipe itself. I don't know about that, right? So we have a double lunar influence in this card, as the moon both rules the decan and also the ninth Sephirah, Yesod. So nines, which represent the ninth Sephirah, Yesod, nines represent completion. Nines also rule the sexual organs. Okay? So, once again, y'all can read all of this yourself. This is a wonderful place to take some notes. If you're interested in taking notes for as little as $5 a month, you can go to the Substack and read and click links to your heart's desire. And I'm actually working on 2 things this week. 3 things this week, but 2 major things. We're going to do a spiritual business powwow, but I'm going to type it all out so all of my Substack readers can read it. I'm going to do a Zoom so you can do some Q&A. All my people who have spiritual businesses. It's not easy to have a spiritual business in 2023. And, I've been doing this for a long time, not like 20 years or nothing, but, since 2016. And, it's good for me, you know what I'm saying? But a lot about being a spiritual business is being a spiritual person. I don't think people understand that too much, but we'll get into it. We're going to have a powwow, and then the next thing we're going to do is a shadow work animus class, where I'm just going to go through the spiritual workings of self-love. People talk about self-love as in like I'm going to take a bath, or I'm going to get some head or some stuff like that, or I'm going to go watch a movie. but self-love is actually unifying with your divine masculine if you are a woman, or unifying with your divine feminine if you are a man. Ain't no ups and downs, left or rights about it. It is what it is. So I also want y'all to be aware of this Venus conjunct Lilith energy in the Cancer. There's so many things, and I'm not going to read this. I want y'all to actually support and read this shit on your own. Or I haven't got this on my IG, so go ahead and follow me on IG. My latest post is going to be on Venus conjunct Lilith and that Mars energy. If your relationships is not in alignment, if you're not getting fulfilled emotionally, you might have thought like you in the greatest relationship of all time, right? Venus conjunct Lilith is showing you your suppressed needs, the needs that you did not know you had, and it's only an ignorant, arrogant person to think that they don't have suppressed needs, right? And arrogant and ignorant will also have you in a space of not being able to communicate to people your needs. So we're talking about relationships, right? And it's really important to like really get down and deep into your relationships and not be surface level with your relationships. And you could go back and forth with your partner all day, but there's no guarantee that your partner is going to actually work with you, and you ain't going to have no understanding trying to work things out with your partner at this particular point. This Venus conjunct Lilith is so much centered in shadow work, getting into your projections and unconscious work. Like if y'all never did shadow work before and y'all never been honest about who you are and what you feel and what you want and stuff like that, you just kind of been feeling bad and angry and depressed your whole life. Like, you need to figure out where that shit is coming from, because you can't just be bleeding on everybody that come around you because you hurt, right? And people know you got a fat ass. People know you got some good ass sex. They going to fuck with you. They going to be around you, and you ain't going to do no healing. You going to want to be around them too, but you ain't going to know how to actually be present in these type situations. So this is a real good time. Like, it don't matter. Like, if it did matter, the only thing that matters is if you go and lie about it, right? And if it absolutely matters, then don't fuck with that person. But why would you fuck with somebody that when you told them the truth, they got mad at you or they got triggered or stuff like that? Like, just look at Adam 22 and his wife. His wife is a porn star, been a porn star. Before he met her, she was a porn star. He married her, right? He turned a hoe into a housewife for 2 months, right? The brand was going down. He needed some monies. I don't know what happened. Now his wife is back to shooting scenes with brothers, right? And you got to think, my wife is back to doing something that she already wanted to do. Something I already knew what it was before I married her. You ain't about to change nobody. But at the same time, he not filing for a divorce. At the same time, I'm sure he getting some of that OnlyFans money. And I ain't saying that it make it worth it, but shit, a lot of y'all girlfriends is getting ran through by a nigga, and y'all ain't getting a goddamn penny.
Hold him down, baby. Let mama have him.
You ain't getting a dime.
Oh my God.
You ain't getting a red cent. Getting ran through. Coming home like, hey, how you doing, baby? I'm about to go to sleep. I'm tired. Then you want to comment under Adam 22's video on Instagram. He a damn fool for doing that. No, the damn fool is you. Because now you got to pay all this rent money and your girl with the biggest thing on the block. And you just got to sit there and take it. So I don't cast stones. I don't judge nobody for nothing that they do. Like, I be watching it like, okay, that's how they getting it. That's how they move. I don't know if I can take it, right? Knowing that my girlfriend got, she about to, not even my girlfriend, my wife is about to get motherfucking. And like the thing about growing up in this country, man, the thing about this country is that your girl done got some good ass dick before she met you. Dick that's out of this world. Some dick that you don't even compare to. She gotta look you in the face every day, knowing damn well you don't compare to nothing of what she had in the past. But you paying the rent, you paying the car note, you buying the food. She gotta respect you. But she knows in her heart of hearts that dick is not what it's hitting up to be. That dick is not giving what it's supposed to give. But hey, you a good man. Your mama told you to be a good man. And that's how you giving it up. But at the end of the day, like, this shit is bad, bro. This shit is bad. In reference to the the white picket fence, having a wife and kids, and my wife loving me and only me, bruh. She going every day. Your wife wake up and think, should I go back to the streets or not? I can hear it calling for me. I said the streets is calling me. The streets is calling me. So yeah, man. I mean, at this point, you got to deal with this Shango energy. You got to be dominant. If you don't want to lose your girl to the streets, you got you a good girl. You're gonna have to treat her like what's her face, and I'm gonna show you how you gotta. This is how you gotta be coming. As this Lilith conjuncts Venus, conjunct Mars. Gotta hit her with that black snake moan energy. What? Gotta hit her with that damn chain. Chain her to the damn furnace. You will not be going to the streets tonight. I said the streets is calling me. Like, no. The streets is calling for me, and it's like a hypnotizing thing to her. So you got to get that chain when she sleep. Get a little put it on her ankle. Just give her one big like cuff link on her ankle. Get a real thick Rottweiler chain and chain her ass up to a furnace. And I know furnaces is old school. You might not have a furnace, so you might have to buy one. Because if you don't chain her up to a furnace, she gonna get away. Because the streets is a whole different spirit. They give them like Wolverine level strength. So you can't just get a regular chain. You gotta get a chain like this nigga got. Y'all haven't seen Black Snake Moan yet, and I can tell. But at the end of the day, that Kundalini energy will have your girl going straight to the streets. And you didn't even know. You be doing the most too. You like, hey baby, can we go out to eat? Unless you buying the 12-inch dildo, she ain't trying to hear shit you gotta say. Unless you trying to get a manicure and pedicure and look like you got 360 degree, 720 degree waves. Some of y'all girls like Lil Wayne dreads. You gotta be aesthetically pleasing, right? If you ain't doing that in your relationships, she on Instagram. The streets is calling for me. I can hear them calling me. The streets is calling for me. They saying what you doing. Yeah. And ain't nothing you could do about it, right? So, hey man, this energy is real, right? This energy is real, bro. And if it ain't real for you, and you just doing the same shit you've been doing, I feel sorry for you, man. I feel sorry for you. And yeah, I think I got I got my screen off. But that pretty much does it for the video. Just wanted to come in here and tap in with y'all, let y'all know that I got an article up. It's available. Some other stuff that I got going on. Going to be in Florida in a couple of weeks, right? I will be like, if you're in the area, pull up on me. But nah, you good. Nah, you straight. I'm gonna be, you know, to myself. Be in and out. In and out. In and out. That's what making love, I mean a hamburger, is all about. Of course, whiterabbitsite.com. It's an email only sale. I'm gonna probably be running that every week from now on. So be sure to subscribe to the email if you want to get your psychedelics at a discounted price. Go to whiterabbitsite.com. If you got a pop-up blocker, just look for sign up to the email list or something to that nature. But if you don't got a pop-up blocker, it'll just pop up. Put in your email. You'll get keyed in to email only discounts, which is dropping every week, right? And we're going to spice it up, things of that nature. ColumbianExchange.com got a discount coming down the pike, right? So just be prepared for that. All of my supporters that get into the herbs and books, things of that nature. Man, I feel like I got to put out another book, but I'm going to definitely get these classes out the way. Got 2 classes coming, then I'm going down to California. I said California. It feel like California because it's Hollywood Beach, but at the same time, we're going to be talking about microdosing. Yeah, we're going to go in on that. So all my peoples down in Florida that rock with Spirit Doula, SAU, we're going to have a good time. We're going to eat some vegan food. We're going to be doing the Tamiya dance, right? Y'all gonna have to teach me how to do it. But with that being said, I'm gonna sign out, get to some other work, and I will see y'all on the flip side. Mainly gonna be talking this week, we're gonna be talking about shadow work, and we're gonna talk about running and operating a successful spiritual business. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to keep updated with the lives and uploads. And my name is Kyrie, the Hood Mystic Anthony. And I so very well care about your spiritual development. Go ahead and give yourself a round of applause for being here. Peace and love, and I will see y'all on the flip side.
They ain't rooting for me, they ain't clapping for me. I'm only saying, can somebody just be happy for me? I really hate to say I told you so, so I bite my tongue, but you know.
Your favorite mystic's favorite mystic. You are traveling with the Hood Mystic. Time to tap in now. Your favorite astrologer's favorite astrologer.